Well, folks, Tyreek Hill got fined. That's what AJ said right before this thing started.
They
AJ,
just
why
can't
did
let the
Tyreek Hill
man.
get fined?
They just can't let the man celebrate a touchdown. The dude grabbed some pom-poms to celebrate him scoring against Pittsburgh, hit the man with a fine.
Okay. So that's
On
the
that
NFL
note,
we live in today. On that note, let's make some predictions. It's Bills at Chiefs Sunday
and we are the allied rivals.
afternoon, evening,
Like evening, I qualify it as evening.
evening.
But then again, like I live where the sun goes dark at like 4:30. That's where we live right now. So like, I mean,
Yeah.
ballpark it evening. We'll call it
Yeah.
evening. It'll go into
All right,
the late
cool.
evening. So
All right. So AJ, let's just break it down.
let's
Bills
do
at
it.
Chiefs.
Yep.
Chiefs are the home team, so I'll talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about the Bills.
Look, the Buffalo Bills have been absolutely insane to finish off the year. Let's go ahead and get that straight. This is a team that had to go and face Bill Belichick, probably the greatest coach of all time, we all know, and completely shut him and Mac Jones and that crazy defense down twice. Their offense has looked near unstoppable. They've won 5 straight. Their one loss out of the one loss right before then was to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in overtime. The offense is firing on all cylinders. Josh Allen is insane. Dawson Knox is finally back healthy. And if you were there watching that Patriots game, he was such a key factor, especially in the red zone. He is a big target that Josh Allen loves to throw to. In terms of health, they're about as healthy as they'll be for the entire year. They're going to get Gregory Rousseau. They have the entire secondary of Hyde, Porter, Levi Wallace, and Dane Jackson there. Everybody's going to be good to go. On offense, they've got, of course, no diggity, no doubt, along with Cole Beasley and Gabriel Davis and Isaiah McKenzie returning kicks, who can basically take it back to the 35-yard line every time he touches the ball on a kick return. And most importantly, to me at least, the Bills have a run game. And I've been saying this for weeks. The Bills can run the football with Devin Singletary. He's finally getting more than 30 yards a game on 10 carries. Him and also Josh Allen are giving this team another dynamic that they can use to punish teams. The Bills have looked so good offensively over these last few weeks, especially going up against the New England defense that was so hard for anybody to play on. And they're letting no linemen score touchdowns because that's how good the Bills are.
Yeah, well, the Chiefs have like 8 guys that can play quarterback, including their tight end, Travis Kelce. I mean, in one play, you might get like 8 guys under center.
True.
So watch out for this offense as well. Patrick Mahomes is looking real good, way better than the start of the season. Not focused, pick every game, Patrick Mahomes, but he's playing well now. Watch out for Travis Kelce again. Like, this man is a red zone threat and a threat everywhere. He's the best all-around tight end in the league for sure.
Yes, sir.
McKinnon had a nice game
against
the Steelers.
Career renaissance.
Steelers, but the Steelers have a good secondary. Don't discredit their secondary. Steelers have a good one. McKinnon had a nice game. And look, Patrick Mahomes just has too many guys he can throw it to. But then you have to watch out for McKinnon on the ground too. This offense is also balanced. Maybe not as much running balance as Devin Singletary and the Bucks, but this team has balance. This
There you go.
This team has balance with Andy Reid, and their defense, besides their defensive line with the run game, is getting way better. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I love how we were talking about before how even of a matchup Bucks Rams was. This is almost the exact same. They both have a lights out quarterback with a big arm who's mobile, who has multiple targets he can throw to, a run game that isn't necessarily heavy focus, but provides a good balance with 2 pass catching running backs and 2 defenses that have not looked perfect the whole year, especially not KC, but have stepped up in recent weeks. This is one of the most even games you're going to find this entire playoffs. It's crazy. It's crazy. And this is the matchup we all wanted to see, especially after the last time they faced in the playoffs where the Bills just couldn't hang on to the Chiefs. So, Cade, you take this one first, man. Can the Bills face their path to defeat the Chiefs this year? What do you think?
Nope.
Wow.
I don't think so. I mean, can they? Sure, but will they? I don't know, man. I mean, they beat him in what was it, like week 3 or 4 or
It's been
5?
a hot minute, yeah.
But it's been a while. And that was when Patrick Mahomes was playing terrible and
The
their
defense was
defense was
atrocious.
awful. Even Tyrann Mathieu was bad. But I'm disagreeing with Lightning Bauer here. I mean, I agree it's going to be a tough one, but the Bills aren't going to win in overtime. I think the Chiefs take this one within, I think the margin of victory will be like 5.
Wow.
Margin of victory will be 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be tough, though.
Yeah,
It's going to be a
very difficult.
fight.
For sure. I feel like we've used that to describe half the games this playoffs this year. But good night. This game is so difficult to predict. And my gut is saying Buffalo and my head is saying Kansas City. It's so hard to beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead. And they've looked really good recently. Destroyed the Raiders, destroyed the Steelers. Don't let the final score fool you. That was a lot of garbage time points. Knocked off the Broncos. Man, I think I might have to give it to Buffalo, though.
Ooh,
my gut's
really?
saying Buffalo. Look,
Gotta
the Chiefs dropped a game to the Bengals. They let Joe Burrow absolutely throw all over them. But granted, they had Jamar Chase in their team, to be fair, who led him up for 266 yards. So I'm convincing myself to choose the Kansas City Chiefs once again. I kept going back and forth on this.
Go with your gut feeling.
I know.
Go with your gut feeling.
I know. Look, you know what? Final say right here. I give it to the Chiefs and Arrowhead.
Hey!
It's so tough, but I'm gonna give it to KC and Arrowhead. It's gonna be a super tough fight, but I think playing in Kansas City, they do not get enough credit. That is one of the hardest stadiums to go play in football, like top 3, period. It is so loud in there, and the Bills are awesome. But the Chiefs' offense is peaking at the right time. I'm going to go Kansas City. But it's not a super confident Kansas City. This is a game that could swing by 3 points either way.
I think so. And I could definitely see it going to overtime, as Lightning Bauer said.
Yep.
But, guys, this has been it. We are officially picking the Chiefs, right, AJ?
Yes.
With very shaky question marks.
Yes.
So, guys, thank you for watching, especially Lightning Bauer, whose comments and sponsors are
the Lukewarm Meter.
And we'll see you next time on the One and Only Alley Rivals podcast. Go Packers!
Right.
Woo!